don't think it's only celebrities going to be shook. He had politicians in there. He had princes in there. He also had a couple of preachers in there.
You personally, you think they got tapes?
Well, my personal opinion that if Lil Rob could be trusted and his statements are true, they got him.
Welcome back, Love Nation. This is Nina. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you to everybody that has been coming to my channel. Like this video, share this video, and hit that notification bell so you guys know when I drop my next one. Listen, you guys, there has been so much going on with Diddy. He has to be close to about 30 lawsuits with well over 100 people. At this point, I just cannot keep up with it. However, I did want to do an update about something that seems to be pertinent if it is true. There is someone associated with Kim Porter that alleges he received about 11 thumb drives from Kim Porter right before she passed away. On those thumb drives, it is alleged that several celebrities are seen to be more than likely impaired and being forced to do things. I am going to play this clip and I'm going to come back with my commentary. Now, the gentleman that I am about to play the audio clip on has alleged to be in Kim Porter's camp. Also, he is alleging he's seen it as well as the lawyer, and he testified in the grand jury. Now, I have a few questions about this, but I want you guys to listen to the audio first. This is courtesy of Ashley Banfield on News Nation. And if this specific conversation is to be believed, and if it can be authenticated that the thumb drives actually has this specific information on it, Diddy is definitely facing time. However, there are actually several questions I personally have about this new evidence that is seeming to come out. But first, I'm going to play the clip because I want to give you guys some background on the situation. And then we're going to deep dive into this after I come back from playing this clip. I'm going to play this clip right now, guys.
8 videos, 8 celebrities, 6 men and 2 women. How many of those 8 celebrities were close to being underage or potentially underage?
2 males.
2 males. And of those 8 celebrities, how many of them were intoxicated or under the influence of drugs?
This is going to be all speculation. I just want to preface it by he wouldn't know if they were. Right.
Sure.
Appear to
Let me
be,
rephrase
right,
it.
Based on, yes.
Understand. Out of the 8 celebrities who were recorded having intimate relations with Sean Combs, how many of them appeared to be either inebriated or intoxicated or under the influence of drugs?
All of them. All of them.
Out of those 8, how many appear to be potentially victimized? How many might have been victimizing?
I think all, to be honest, all.
Were victims
They
or
victims.
were perpetrating?
Victims.
They were all 8 were victimized.
Yeah.
Meaning
Victim.
this was happening to them and they were inebriated.
Right. Not knowing, I guess, how much proof it was in it, what they was doing.
Okay, so you guys just heard that clip from the Ashley Banfield show on News Nation. If you haven't checked out Ashley yet, please check her out. She has definitely been breaking some exclusives lately concerning Diddy, as well as some other crime trials. Now, I'm going to get into this because I have several questions concerning this situation. My first question after watching this interview when it went live a few days ago was, Why was he holding on to 11 flash drives for so many years? You guys know that Kim Porter passed away, I think about 4 or maybe even 5 years ago at least. She's been passed away for a few years. To hold on to those drives for dear life, and you took a peek at it, I'm assuming, to know what was on there, and then only to disclose this information after Diddy was arrested and after Cassie made her legal lawsuit public for the world to see late last year. For you to hold on to those important, that very important evidence, if that is what he has, I'm going to get into that in a moment. If you have important evidence like this that you could have even, I guess, anonymously turned in, I have a problem with this. How long were you going to hold on to it? Would we have ever seen this if Cassie did not go public and Diddy did not go to jail? That is a big question and big concern for me. We might not have ever heard of these 11 drives if other circumstances did not happen. That is a huge issue to me. Another issue that I'm having concerning this situation is what was actually discussed when the young man went to the grand jury. Now, it is reported that he was in there for several hours. That is a fact. So he didn't just, go in and come back out. He was in there for several hours. Were these jump drives made available for the grand jury to look at? And I know we're going bare bones here, but logically, I'm going to say if he was in there, now they're saying at least 4 hours. If he was in there for at least 4 hours, I don't think they would have held him more than an hour if he did not have amicable evidence concerning this case. He would have been looked at as a kook trying to, get 15 minutes of fame. By him being there for 5 hours, personally, I do feel he had evidence concerning this case. I'm also wondering, did the grand jury actually see these drives? Where are the drives and who has them? I'm also wondering if there are copies. Now, follow me with the situation with the drives. I do believe that now let's just say if these alleged drives actually do exist, and knowing that you've already been allegedly holding on to them for so long, would it be reasonable enough to say that they could somehow leak out to the public? Could they perhaps have been downloaded or copied? And maybe this will eventually end up on sites such as like Radar Online, a TMZ, or any other sites that follow the news. Basically, at this point, I am actually wondering the authenticity of these jump drives and what is on them at bare minimum. Once we can conclude that they exist and it's authentic and it also has celebrities on it, then I can perhaps move forward with more questions I have concerning this. Meaning, by Diddy having so much camera and, so many observers and other people, like, for example, maybe waiters that could have been there, waitresses, hired women, that were dancing, other people that may have set up the parties or broke down the parties to clean up, or even people that might have had to drive these celebrities after leaving these parties. I would assume if you want to be reasonable after a night of partying, you don't want to mess up your rep by trying to drive home yourself, especially if you're saying that you were under the influence of so many pharmaceuticals. So will the limo drivers come out? Will the Uber drivers come out? Will the taxi drivers come out? Or, maybe even a neighbor might come out. I have so many questions about this. They're really going to have to put up a think board to literally unwind this information, because it is just too much at this point. And I'm going to continue to have questions. Now, as this evidence mounts, allegedly, we're going to keep following this. I know that there are other people that put out allegations / lawsuits against Diddy. There are so many at this point, I literally cannot even keep up with my own schedule because I do YouTube part-time. But if you guys want to leave a comment below, or if you have some information that you might want me to try to look into and dig as much as I can about this Diddy situation, definitely leave it below in the comments, because there is a lot going on with this. But first, I need somebody to authenticate these jump drives. I want to know if this is true. If this is true, Diddy might not be looking at getting out of prison. Like, share, subscribe, you guys. Share your comments respectfully. Till next time, be safe. Enjoy your day. Bye, guys.